Good morning, everyone. Just getting set up right now. I was supposed to stream like 5 hours ago, but with my living situation, it was kind of hectic and I didn't want background noise. But we're finally starting. Um, since I'm starting late, I think I'll only be streaming for about an hour. Um, but that should be enough to get enough encounters going. So I think we're gonna be playing on 2 leaf greens and 1 fire red. This is my bootlegged fire red, and if I do find a shiny on here, I don't want to risk it and it's somehow being corrupted. So we're gonna hold off on that until I know for sure everything will be fine if I do find a shiny on that copy. But these are the games I'll be using for today. Fire red, Japanese fire red, Japanese leaf green, and my English leaf green. Yeah, this is my modded GBA. It has a different charging port, which is pretty useful. The only thing I don't like about this though is the red screen. So the colors might be a little off. I was hunting on this game using Ruby and Sapphire, and whenever I'd encounter a Wobbuffet, it would always look like it's shiny colors just because of the red hue. So hopefully nothing throws me off with this screen if I do find a shiny. But just to be safe, I'll be sure to keep the volume somewhat up, just so I can hear the shiny sound effect. Since this is my first time streaming, I'll have to get used to the chat and keeping up with the games. The people that I do watch, they also mention it's kind of hard to keep up with the chat sometimes, and I'm now seeing why. With my current setup, this is a lot to take in. I have like a very rudimentary setup going on right now. Just a phone and 3 GBA. Who's in here? Oh, Riley, KT. What's up, man? Or what's up, dudes? Okay, let's get started. I really want to find a Rhyhorn. I've been aiming to find a Rhyhorn in Ruby and Sapphire for almost 2 months now, but I can't really seem to catch a break finding one. I think I've found an Oddish and a Doduo where you can find Rhyhorn and Girafarig instead of those. So, oh, and I'm also searching for a Houndour. I haven't been able to find a Houndour either. Instead, I fade so many times. I found like what did I find? Like a Hoot Hoot, 2 Miltank, a Sunkern, everything but a Houndour. Yeah, I thought switching to the Kanto region, I'd have better luck. And also, I haven't found a single shiny in Fire Red and Leaf Green yet, which is pretty sucky. I really want to find something here, just because one of my first shinies ever was a shiny Nidoran male. Yeah. I also want to find an Execute. I really like the yellow on it. Actually, you know what? I do have a spare phone. Let me try to pull up like a counter. I want to have a different counter for these stream specific hunts. I should have probably done that before I started the live stream. Oh well. Next live stream, I'll just have to go back and count these encounters. So how's everybody doing? We got Twisted Motive in the chat too. Oh, Sandy's here. What's up, guys? Oh, you're on your longest phase, KT? How many encounters are you at right now? Because I know you did say you're gonna be staying in Kanto for the remainder of Safari Summer slash Safari Week. You've been having some pretty good luck on Kanto too. The Execute, the Nidoran. Um, you did find a Tauros at one point, which is, by the way, my favorite short of yours so far. Um, really love keeping up with your shiny hunting stuff. Oh, Jesus, 14K? That's a lot. That's pretty cool, Riley. I'm gonna try to wrap this up within an hour, just because I have some things I gotta get done for work, and I'll probably just hop over to your stream and just chill while I work, Riley. Have you had any luck so far off stream or on stream? Because I know you did find a shiny Sea King pretty recently too. Oh, this red GBA is sometimes tedious to deal with. Since I did swap out the shell, some of the buttons are a little like wonky. So even if I do press them, the input doesn't register. I'll probably have to go back in and readjust the rubber cushions. Let's see. Just trying to maximize Safari games for more shiny chances. Yes, we are. Oh, yesterday I did find a shiny Teddy Ursa in one of my emeralds. I won't spoil how that hunt went or how that phase went, but I will upload the live reaction probably right after this stream. But yeah, shiny Teddy Ursa was pretty cool. I haven't encountered one up until now, so it was nice to see. No shiny Houndour though. I really want shiny Houndour. It's just so cool. And I do see myself using one in the battle tower for Emerald, which is one of the reasons I wanted to like seriously hunt in the Safari Zone during the summer. It's just to get specific Pokemon for the battle tower. Houndour or Houndoom being one of them. My plan for that was to kind of remaster my very first battle tower team, but with better versions of themselves. Still using the same strategy, of course, just with better picks. Um, Thankfully, I did find a Wooper. The Wooper will be going on that team. I think I'll keep Venusaur though. Venusaur is it has to stay. It's like so good. But yeah, it was gonna be Houndoom, Quagsire, and a Venusaur. And I was going to try to take that team to 150 wins, but I have to find and catch a shiny Houndour first. So hopefully I find one during this Safari Summer. Oh yeah, that Tauros was insane, KT. I don't know if you remember, but when I started watching your live streams several months ago, I did mention that I had a hunt planned, and I was gonna name, if I did catch the shiny, after you. That shiny being a Poliwag or Poliwhirl, if I did find one in the Safari Zone. Still no luck. I really want to find one and name it after you because I really want to use a Poliwrath in the Battle Tower, preferably with a damp ability. Um, yeah, I'll see if I can go back to water encounters one of these days before Safari Summer is over, just to try to catch a Poliwag and a Safari Ball. Ooh. Oh yeah, Flash Fire is really good. I also wanted the Houndoom just for that psychic immunity, since psychic type Pokemon were a huge threat to my first team. They could not tank any stab psychic moves at all. Um, and then I really wanted a Quagsire on the team just for damp to not die to explosion, and just a bulky water type in general, kind of like a better Swampert. I have noticed that for Fire Red and Leaf Green, the red screen on my green GBA isn't as bad, just because the color palette for these games is slightly different, so it doesn't affect the colors on screen as much as like in Emerald, Ruby, or Sapphire, which is pretty cool. Because like right here, you can't really tell the difference between this execute and an execute on a regular screen. Like it's about the same. I really want to find like a shiny Nidoran female or a Nidorina, because I really like shiny Nidoqueen. That's one of the shinies on my wish list besides Executor and Rhydon. Um, I wouldn't mind a Venomoth too. Venomoth is like an S tier blue shiny along with Psyduck. Oh, and I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Pokemon Winds and Waves leak cycle, but supposedly there is a regional variant for Psyduck in the works. I mean, it's just a rumor slash leak, but that'd be cool if it's true. I think they said it was like a water ice type or water psychic, which makes perfect sense if it's water psychic. I always thought that was the case for normal Psyduck and Golduck. So, looking forward to that. Oh, my bad, Riley. I didn't mean for the spoils. Thankfully, it's just a rumor, nothing official. Um, I've also been trying to steer clear as much as possible, but sometimes my Twitter feed just creeps up on me and shows me stuff I probably wasn't meant to see, like Pokemon leaks. But I will steer clear of that as much as possible. Hopefully you do find your shiny Dragonair soon. That would be so cool if you got it on stream. And with a Dragon Fang, I feel like it's almost your time. You'll definitely get it, at least before the week is up. Oh, shiny Tangela at about 5.5k. That's awesome. Tangela has a really good shiny too. It's like a nice green. Is Tangela the only shiny you found, Sandy? Because I do see you in other streams very often, and I don't remember you mentioning any other shinies. Okay, I haven't been keeping track of my encounters, but I'm pretty sure we're past 30, at least. I'll just have to go back and count them manually. Because usually with my other setup of 6 consoles, I average about 12 encounters a minute, which is about 70-ish and 70-ish encounters like every 5 minutes, I think, and about 720 an hour. And then I do hunt minimum 2 hours a day. Minimum. So I don't know how much I'll average with this setup. I did want to add my bootlegged Fire Red to this, but since I don't know if the shiny or if the game will get corrupted since it is bootlegged, I don't want to risk having a shiny on that cartridge. But if I do include it into the setup, that'll be 4 consoles at a time. Oh, it fled after 5 balls. That's gotta hurt. Tangela is pretty underrated too. I don't know if you guys have seen on BV's stream, but he used a Tangela called Tickler. It was pretty neat to see. He comes up with some pretty cool Pokemon like Dugang, Tickler, oh, and the Persian. It's always nice to see creativity. Because while using pretty strong Pokemon is, like, you know, cool, it's nice to see variety. Dugang is a personal favorite of mine. I love Dugang. Such a unique concept. Oh, and I have found that using Sweet Scent to encounter in the Safari Zone is the best way to encounter, just because you don't have to waste any steps, and it's much more easier than simply turning around on the same tile. And you encounter more Pokemon at a set pace compared to any other method. So I would definitely recommend Sweet Scent. For this specific GBA or game, I bred a Ludicolo with Sweet Scent just because I wanted to I guess flex on everyone with my different Sweet Scent Pokemon. I also have a Sweet Scent Illumise. I didn't know Illumise could get Sweet Scent, but it does, so you know, I just like having variety. Because if I'm gonna be hunting, I don't just want to see the same Pokemon over and over again, you know? And plus, it's nice having a sweet scenting Ludicolo because Ludicolo is one of my favorite Pokemon. Oh yeah, that Zangoose to 100 wins was insane. Did I mention how that one podcast you had with Nighthawk Riley, that was the inspiration for me starting my Road to 100 series? Like just using unique Pokemon and like, you know, the journey to 100. If it wasn't for your podcast episode, I probably wouldn't have started the Battle Tower at all. I mean, I would have gotten the symbols, but I wouldn't have made a series over it. So, thank you, Riley. You are amazing. Oh, no shiny yet. I think we're at about 60. Yeah, we're just about. By the way, I have been meaning to make a post about this, but you guys know how I like nicknaming all my Pokemon. I haven't nicknamed any of my Safari captures yet. I was actually thinking of naming them after like viewers or subscribers or other channels that I like watching. So if you want to be nicknamed, um, or if you want to nickname a shiny after yourself that I've caught, you know, just let me know, because I think every Pokemon that I catch deserves a nickname. It's just like a force of habit for me. Oh, also, another thing I've been meaning to make a post about. What day is it? Um, oh, almost dropped something. It is July 25th, and exactly a month from now, it'll be my channel's 1 year anniversary. I was planning on doing something special for that day, or at least that week. Um, one of my original plans was to upload a shiny badge quest video already completed. Um, I have started that on one of my sapphires a couple months ago, but I'm still at like badge 2 because I haven't found another shiny, just because I'm focusing on Safari Summer. So I'll have to save that for another time. But what kind of video would you guys want to see for the 1 year anniversary? Or if not a video, would you guys want some sort of live stream? Very curious to hear your opinions. Because it's crazy to me that it's almost been a year since I started this channel. Because I can still think back to my thought process when I clicked create channel, and it was just to upload every now and then on, what I'm playing. And then somewhere down the line, I just like kind of got into the groove of things and started uploading frequently, um, which I did not see myself doing just because of how busy my private life is. But I'm glad I managed to make something out of this channel. Uh-oh, one of my GBAs is losing battery. Well, let me get my charger. Little bump in the road. Excuse me. And we are back. Favorite shiny of the year? Definitely. Well, do you mean like 2025 or 2026 or just overall? Because if we're talking like overall, definitely my very first shiny on the channel, which is shiny Bulbasaur. If it wasn't for me finding that Bulbasaur so early, I also don't think this channel would have gone in the direction it went. But if we're talking like one per each year specifically, then Bulbasaur would go 2025. 2026, that's a tough one. 2026, because I found so many shinies this year specifically, but which one has made the most impact for me? I'd say my Trapinch hunt. Definitely Trapinch, because I hunted it so I could use on team number 2 for the battle tower. But during that hunt, I had my earliest like phase ever. It was pretty cool. Like it just made me feel really good. So I'd say that's my favorite hunt of 2026. But overall, I'd say Bulbasaur. Ooh, a 1 year anniversary stream. That'd be pretty cool. Like just a retrospective on everything that's unfolded so far would be pretty neat. We'll see though, we'll see. So one of the reasons I've been holding off live streaming, one is because since I started the channel, I've had 2 different roommates, and the living situation isn't really suitable for live streams just because of all the background noise. But luckily, I've been able to work something out with my current situation, so I can stream, you know, every now and then now. Oh, Battle Dome would be nice. I have been meaning to go back to the Battle Dome for a couple of months now. I just never got around to really reworking some of my Pokemon for team number 2, I guess. But the Battle Dome is a great idea. Just curious, how many symbols are you at, Riley? Because have you gotten the gold symbol for Battle Factory yet? Can't remember. Because I usually say in chat how today is the day you get 100, and I've said it so much that I think I've convinced myself you've gotten to 100 or you're almost at 100. But yeah, your Battle Factory stuff is pretty cool. I'm just now realizing my screen orientation is horizontal, or vertical, I mean, but my phone is landscape. How do I fix that? Okay, I'll have to figure that out for next stream. That's very confusing. YouTube really needs to improve their UI. I mean, this is my first time attempting this, but it's not very intuitive from what I can tell. Oh, 86 is pretty high. Oh, because the Battle Tower, not Battle Tower, Battle Factory, I guess AI, while on paper it's like you know it's there, just actually experiencing it and playing it is a whole different beast. Because you never know when hacks might get you. Especially those quick claw pops or like Oko moves. So 86 is pretty impressive. Even more so because, you know, they're rental Pokemon. So you don't really get a min-max. I guess the most min-max you can do is like pick your best options. But even then, the best options don't always present themselves. Good luck though. I'm pretty sure you could get it. You have very good judgment. Restreaming to shorts. I mean, this is just a bump in the road. I'll fix it by the next stream. Because right before I started it, I had it on landscape, and I pressed stream, and it looked landscape to me until I glanced over, and then I saw it was vertical. I'll just have to fix that. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. This is just a hiccup in the road. Oh yeah, Battle Dome with the shinies. That's pretty cool. That's another thing I like about the Battle Dome. You don't really I mean, you do have to put thought into it, but you can take anything you want and make it work just because of how much prep the facility gives you. Oop, roommate just got back. And speaking of roommates, do you guys remember how I made a post about when I got my Coliseum for the GameCube? About a month ago, my GameCube arrived, and about 2 weeks ago, I was able to find and purchase a GBA player. Um, I got pretty good deals on both. However, now that I have the hardware, um, and I've done like practice recordings, I've come to the dilemma that I'm going to need some type of capture card to record the footage, because recording from my phone, from the actual physical screen of my display, it like shows a weird static lag, because I have it hooked up to like an old like a boxy TV, and it just gives that weird staticky screen effect. So yeah, I'll have to figure out how to record or capture that footage to upload it. But I do finally have my hardware for Coliseum and eventually XD. Well, I think I'll keep going for about 10 minutes. Then I'll have to get back to work. But definitely will be watching Riley's stream while I work. And hopefully you get a shiny or that Dragonair during this stream. It'd be pretty sick. Judging by the encounters I've been getting so far, it's very likely we'll get a shiny Nidorino, or Nidoran male, or an Execute above all else. Or at least before Rhyhorn, or I mean Rhydon. Or either or, I always mix up those names. Ooh, triple Execute. Maybe that's a good omen. Let's see if it is. You know, let's bring my good luck charm. Ojama Yellow. Nothing. Dang. Oh, I do have other good luck charms. Let me pull them out real quick from my handy dandy drawer. My Ojama Kings. I don't know if you've noticed, but I love me some Ojama. Hopefully they bless us. I think I'll keep going for about 8 minutes. We're definitely at over, or just about 150 encounters, give or take. And then right after stream, I'll be sure to upload my live reaction to Shiny Teddy Ursa. I think next weekend, I'll definitely, once I like figure out all the kinks to this live streaming stuff and actually have my live stream on landscape, I think I'll start much earlier and try to hunt for about minimum 2 hours, max maybe 3 hours, because I do have the most free time on Saturdays. We'll see, we'll see. And probably I will sprinkle in some other live streams throughout the week instead of well, this GBA died. That's unfortunate. Even with the charger, I think I just have to give it time to juice up. But yeah, I'll figure out the kinks for the next stream. But definitely next Saturday, minimum 2 hours. Today was just a little unfortunate. Ooh, Monday night live stream. Looking forward to that, if you're able to. By the way, KT, do you hunt in like a specific zone or just anywhere? Because I do know some zones have different encounter tables, like the Kangaskhan zone. There's that, then there's the one where Toro spawns. I think you're in that one, right? I don't know which zone has the highest chances for Rhydon, but that's where I want to be right now. Yeah, just curious. You're hunting in the Tauros one, right? Oh yeah, West Kanto. And then Riley, you are at like the farthest, or no, the last area in the Safari Zone, right? Because that's where Dragonair is, in that little lake. I'll have to research where the highest chances for Rhyhorn is. But its shiny is just so good. And then Rhydon is even better. Can't wait to finally get one. And if I don't, there's always 2027. Same with Girafarig. I really want Girafarig. Back when I played Soul Silver and Heart Gold, like about 10 years ago, yeah, that was the last time I played those games. It was a Nuzlocke, and Girafarig, like, literally was the underdog of that Nuzlocke, carried me all the way to Red, and it was the reason I won so many battles. And that is why Girafarig is my favorite Johto Pokemon, besides Scizor. Oh, and Scyther. I could get Shiny Scyther here too, but I'm not a fan of Shiny Scizor. Its shiny color is just very weird to me. And then Hound Hour. I just love it shiny. It's like a nice, like bluish type of color. Oh yeah, the repel trick. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty smart actually. Well, I think I'll keep going for about 2 more minutes and then we'll call it a stream since I have to get back to work. Well, anyways, thank you for tuning in. Um, I'm pretty sure you can tell that this is my first live stream. The production quality is not there, um, but I will try to fix it or improve it by the next stream. So thank you for bearing with me. I'll probably have to replace the battery on this GBA. It died on me twice on stream. I think it's the battery though. Um, yeah, it still has its original battery. These two, this one is modded. It has a USB-C port, and this one has like a super like triple battery life battery. So I'll have to get one for this one too. Well guys, I think these two will be the final encounters of the stream. Will they be shiny? No. Well, it's been fun. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Look forward to more streams, and go check out Riley's stream. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day. Now, let me embarrassingly figure out how to end this stream. Um, hmm. Let's see.